Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Whoa, it's so good to have you guys here again. Like, finally. Hello everyone. My name is Kingsley Okorie, and I know it's been a while. It's been a while. I actually uploaded videos on my channel. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of you have been expecting videos on this channel. I'm so sorry that it really took time before I could actually upload another video for you. It's due to schedules. Like, it has really been so hectic, but I promise to always drop the latest and the best news for you guys. So welcome back again, like I said. And please, if you're just watching this video, like if you're just watching my video for the first time, my name is Kingsley Okorie and I am studying here in Lithuania. And also I drop valuable informations about visa processes and study updates here on this channel. So if you find this channel interesting, please click the subscribe button. And if you have any question that is bothering you and anything you want clarifications on, you can also drop it on the comment section. I'll do my best to answer that. So like on this video, um there is something I want to share with you guys, because honestly, before I made up my mind to eventually make this video, it is like it has been disturbing my mind, because I know this season is a very important season. So, and that is why I made sure that I drop this video no matter how busy I am. And this video is about visa interviews and questions. I know a lot of you have been, searching the internet seriously for, videos regarding visa interviews and how to prepare for visa interviews. Well, if you are watching this video right now, don't go anywhere else. Don't search elsewhere. Just focus on this video and make sure you watch this video till the end, because I will be sharing with you live and fresh informations about visa interviews. So please, like I said before I go on, if you're just watching my videos for the first time, please click on the subscribe button. At least support the channel. It's just a newborn baby. All right, so just subscribe to the channel and share our videos, like our videos as well, because a lot of people are also searching for information regarding their travel plans. So on this video, like I said, that I'll be sharing with you three tips about visa interviews and questions. This season now, a lot of you have maybe gained admission for January and February intake, and some of you are in the process of uh, preparing for interviews or submitting your documents at the VFS or the embassy. You're just in the process of the visa stage. So, and that is one of the main motivations why I had to drop this video as soon as possible. So, one thing you need to know, number one thing you need to know about visa interviews is that you need to prepare. You need to prepare because it's the truth. You really need to prepare. And that is why I'm here today to tell you about the preparation, how you should prepare, what you need to do. So the number one thing you need to do is preparation. So how do you prepare for this interview? Visa interviews are in two phases. The first phase is if you're applying for a tourist, and the second phase is if you're actually applying for a student visa. So on this video, I will not be talking about tourists. I'll be talking mainly on the student interview. So, there's this general notion that when you're preparing for interview, that people usually have, as long as my document is complete, your interview also matters. Your interview also counts. You understand? How you are able to answer the questions, how you are able to defend your statement matters. So that is the major thing about your interview. So first, if you're going for an interview, you need to make a research. You need to really make a serious research. I'm talking about if you're going for studies, you need to research about your previous studies. For example, if you're going for a bachelor's degree, you have to make research about your previous studies. It's not more of a task to do. It's just for you to, revisit those your old books, or those important topics. For example, if you're into science, there are some major topics in science that that even a layman would ask you questions relating to that topics. You understand? So you can't say that you're going for science courses and you don't have an idea of topics in biology, or you can't answer one or two questions in chemistry. So you need to make a research. You need to know those basics. If it's what is definition of biology, I'm just using this for instance, because that is exactly what it really is. Your interview will strictly be based on your previous studies. Most people are not aware of this, and they just go on preparing about their statement of purpose, their motivational letter, and they forget to concentrate on their educational aspect as well, because that aspect is also a very important one. So that is why I'm making this video as well for you. You need to focus on your educational aspect. You need to know about the topics relating to what you've studied, what you are about to study. You understand. You need to know them. It is very, very important. Then also introducing yourself. The truth is, let me be frank with you guys. My video is more my video is raw. I won't lie to you. My video is raw. I don't sugarcoat stuffs. If you're watching this video, I'm actually dropping this video the way it is. I just feel like this is just more like a platform where I can actually come and relate to people that are actually seeking for a pathway for migration through the education route. So I am not sugarcoating anything. I am not on this video. The way this video is, the way you see it is the way it's coming out. You understand? So this video is raw and it's plain. All the details there, I am not filtering anything. You understand? So just focus and get all the information you get, because it's more like I'm actually talking to you one-on-one. You understand? So one thing about the visa interview is that even the interviewer that is conducting the interview with you, he has no laid down questions he's about to ask you. There is no specific question. He has no notebook where he has written the questions he wants to ask you. You are, how do I put it? It is by what you say in the very beginning that will determine his next question. Now, when you go into the interview hall or the interview class, a minute. When you go in for an interview, the first thing they will tell you is introduce yourself. That point where you are introducing yourself is an opportunity they've given to you to paint yourself in a way you want to be seen. That introduce yourself is the first impression. It is an opportunity for you to create an impression about who you want to be seen. So that point is more like an opportunity for you to sell yourself. And whatever you say in that first question determines the rest of the interview. Shikina. If you understand what I just said now, or that is the most important. If you don't understand, take a rewind and understand what I just said. The first question about introducing yourself, what you say in that question, the answer you give determines the type of impression you be seen as. So, and that will actually determine the remaining questions that will come during the interview. Because now, once they ask you about yourself, you have to present, you have to tell them your name. Then those things you wrote in your motivational letter, it's more like you have to now summarize your motivational letter. You understand? It is not the motivational letter you use for application of admission that you use for visa. It is two different applications. As a matter of fact, the application for visa needs, the motivational letter for visa needs to be more concrete and more factual, because it actually it has to also comprise of detailed information about your studies, your sponsors, and your funds. You understand? So when you are introducing yourself, be careful of what you say, because they are looking for a loophole in your introduction that will determine the next question. So once you introduce yourself, just be careful that you're giving them the basics of who you are and what you are expecting for the next question, because it's what you say that will determine your next question. So you should know that, okay, whatever I'm telling this guy, the remaining potential questions that may arise from my answers, I am ready to defend them. You understand? So if you tell him your name is, for example, your name is Peter, you're 24, you're 24, you're 25, you're 26, whatever age you are, then you introduce, I'm not, I've forgotten about those stuff, but your name, it's just on your motivational letter, what you wrote on your motivational letter, your previous, like your name, your age, your previous studies, the school you gained admission into, and you're now, you are now applying for visa. Your name is Peter, you're 26 years old, you studied in ABC University for your bachelor's, and now you've gained admission into XYZ University for your master's degree, so, and now you're here for your interview, but you also have to state the course as well. You have to state the course. This is just more like a scrap, that I'm giving you. But what you need to note and what you need to take out from this video is that it is what you say that determines your next question in an interview. That is why every word you say in an interview, you need to be careful of it, and you need to be ready to defend those words, because that is where they know when you are lying. Those people are psychologists, like they are very, very intelligent, that whatever you say is what they use. Once you are speaking, they have a very strong level of attentiveness. Some of them may close their eyes, some of them may just, turn their ears to you. They are assimilating every word you say. And when you're done, that point, there's this point they will pick out from what you said, and they will ask you another question. So it's more like an interactive session. Visa interviews are more like interactive sessions. It's not that there is a lay down question that they are asking you. You understand? So you need to be very careful of what you say. All the things in your motivational letter, you need to know them. Your stories must match. There is what we call your stories must match. You know when they say your story must match? Now, we all have a story. We all have a story. I mean, on your motivational letter, we all have a story. Now, your success in an interview is depending on how well you are able to narrate your story without any difference with what you've written down in paper. Your SOP is about you in paper. Now is an opportunity for you to list out, or to express, or for you to tell the visa interview, those things you have in your SOP is with the paper. So everything you're saying is with him already. It's just for you to now be able to what? Align your statement with what is written down already. That is the major thing about visa interview. Are you getting my point? That is the major thing. And you also have to make research about your previous education. And also, I'm dropping a lot of points, but I am not taking note of the points I am dropping. I don't know how many it is, but I'm saying it as it comes to let you know that this video is just, I had to take out time, to just record this video as fast as I can and, drop it for you guys, because this season is, a lot of you are preparing for interviews. A lot of you have, a lot of you will be called very soon for interviews, and, this video is very, very helpful. I strongly believe that, because when I was also preparing for my interviews, I actually searched the internet a lot for videos relating to visa interviews. The ones I saw, some were quite helpful, while some were just, not really what I wanted. So I understand what it is to actually be preparing for an interview. It is very, very important. Like, it's more like it is the totality of your application. That is where your fate is decided. Everything you've been doing is more like you've been applying in paper, you've been applying in statements, but this one is more like now they are having a one-on-one conversation with you. So your interview depends on how convincing you are that, okay, truly I am going for what studies and I am not running away. You understand? You sure you understand? So, my friends, visa interview is very important. Make a research about your previous studies. If you did political science, try to know some basic government. You understand? Know some basic government, both in your country and a little bit of Africa. They want to know if you know what you know. They want to know if you can prove what you know. You understand? They will ask questions. So, because funny enough, you don't know anything about the interviewer. You don't know anything about the interviewer. You're only trying to defend yourself. So you really need to prepare. You need to be prepared. You understand? So also, about the interview, you need to be brief. You don't need to say too much stories about visa interviews. You need to be very, very brief. Brief but not short. There's a thin line here. You need to be brief, given the facts, hitting the nail on the head. This is it, this is it, this is it. But not too short. What is your name? My name is this and that. Not, what is your name? I am a boy. I wear trousers, before you now say your name. Leave all those unnecessary statements. Go straight to the point. And each point you give, try to explain. You understand? If you feel there is a point where your answer needs explanation, try to explain, then let them cut you. Who is going to be your sponsor? My sponsor is my father. My father is the CEO of Bajamila company, where they manufacture cocoa. He's the founder. Sure, you understand? Who is your sponsor? Your sponsor is your father. You don't need to wait for you. You don't need to let them ask you, what does your father do? Go straight to the point and explain also, who is your sponsor? My sponsor is my father. My sponsor is my uncle. My sponsor is my auntie. He is the CEO. He is the manager. He works at. Like that, you've covered that point and you're saving time, because they are also watching time as well, because they have other interviews to conduct as well. So you need to be precise and you need to hit the nail on the head. You understand? That is one other thing as well. And also about the visa interview, you need to really be expressive. You don't need to be rigid. Like, interviews are conversations. You need to be yourself. You need to show confidence. Don't show that you're scared. I know we are all scared. You understand? I know how it is. Omo, I will not lie to you. tension go hold you. You understand? Like, you really be tensed, but you need to, take a deep breath. You understand? Be relaxed. It's only you that knows that you are tensed. Do not let him see the tension in you, and avoid the tension showing in your statement. Let your statement be as straight as possible. You understand? From applications are opened already. A lot of people are applying already, and a lot of people are planning to apply as well. From January, a lot of people will be doing their interviews, and my prayer for you is that I'm really wishing you guys success. I wish you a successful interview. I wish you a positive feedback from your interview. But in as much as I am wishing for you good things, you should also prepare, because preparation matters. Preparation is more like the base. Preparation is the totality of your reward. If you prepare well, you get a good response. And if you're a religious person, as you prepare, you also pray. You understand? You have to hold on to what you believe while you prepare as well. So I wish you all good luck. Don't forget, number one, what you say in an interview in the first question determines your second question. That is number one. Number two, you have to make a research about your education history and your future education plans. You have to align them together. You have to explain them. You have to know more about you have to know a lot about your sponsor. Make a good research about your sponsor. Know everything about your sponsor. Know how much your school fees is. Think before you answer questions. Think twice before you answer questions. I don't want to go into listing some questions here. Then when I list the question out, you now go and prepare solely on the questions that I listed for you. Then when you get to the interview, it will now be another question entirely. That is why in this video, I am not preparing, I am not stating that this question. No. Because I have come to realize that questions in an interview are not the same. It is crafted based on your response. If you understand me properly, by now you should know what I'm talking about. You should understand what I'm talking about. You understand? Questions are solely crafted on what you say. So, in another way, for me to, put it in another form, you determine the type of question you want them to ask you. If you're smart enough, you push the interviewer to a particular corner about you. Tell them let anything about you be very interesting. Very interesting. Paint a very perfect picture of yourself, so that any question that is coming in, you are able to defend this question. I could remember in an interview where somebody was asked about himself. In the first question, introduce yourself. After saying everything, he even said, talked about his strengths. After talking about his strength, he forgot to make a research about his weakness. And the interviewer asked, you talked about your strengths. What are your weaknesses? So you see that now the interviewer, was only concerned about the details. That, okay, you're telling me about your strength. What are your weaknesses? Immediately, you just have to be smart. You have to be sharp. Immediately, he thought of something, just one thing, and he answered. And the interviewer said, okay, if that is your weakness, okay. Then the next question may now come from, why did you choose this university? We all know all these ones, that these are the basic questions. Why did you choose the university? Why did you choose this country? So all these ones are just the major questions, like the normal ones we all know. But they all come from the first number one question, introduce yourself. You can be on that introduce yourself for the whole of the interview, because you have painted a picture where you made yourself so interesting to the interviewer that other questions self, he will not even have time to ask you all those other questions before, because he's so interested in knowing this person with this introduction. Then when he sees say, one more time don't they go, then he will ask you, why did you choose this, why did you choose this school, why did you choose this country, which we all know that these ones we can all find the answers. But this ones I'm telling you is something that you just need to logically create a balance for yourself. Do not lie. If you're lying, stick to one lie. Stick to one lie. We know as they go, but stick to that lie. Don't say you have one shoe, then later you saw the second leg. Shebi say you don't have shoe. How come you see one leg? You see your story don't scatter. You have no shoes. You have no shoes. Yeah. That is your story. You don't have shoes. You don't have shoes. You trekked from Oshodi to what's it called? You trekked from Oshodi to Yanakwaja or anything. Did you do that without shoes? Yes, because I have no shoes. Or yes, I trekked, and was the sun not too hot for you? It was hot, but I trekked without shoes. Don't say you borrow slippers to trek. Your story don't change. If you are lying, you lie where? You lie where? Because that is where they catch some people. And please make sure your documents are intact. Make sure the dates in your documents are intact. Make sure the dates are correct. Make a good history. Make a good flashback about yourself and some details about you. Make sure the details are intact. Your sponsor's date of birth, if you are putting that one, if you are your sponsor's date of birth, make sure it's corresponding with the date of birth or on his ID card or ID card. Just make sure your details are intact. You understand? Some interviewers are very considerable enough that once they are done with an interview, they ask you for additional documents. So in that additional documents they are asking you, try as much as possible to provide the necessary and right documents. Sure, you understand? So like I said, I wish you all good luck in your endeavors. I wish you good luck in your applications. 2023 is just by the corner, and a lot of applications are flying in already. So by the grace of God, I want to see you all, in your dream countries, studying your dream course and living your dream life. Because I'm not gonna lie for you, abroad sweet, you understand? But preparation is the key. Till I come your way again with another update, please do not stop believing in yourself. Do not stop having faith in yourself. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. God bless you. Till I come your way again, my name is Kingsley Okorie. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.